I just left work. I am getting ready to go race for a Tuesday night crit. I got my bike right here. Here, look at that. I got my bike ready. Yeah, I don't have a bike rack still. I've been riding my bike for like 6 years and I still don't have a bike rack. But I've got a vehicle that holds it and I don't have to take the wheels off. But my brother is in town from Colorado and he's coming to watch this race. We have a great relationship actually. But historically it's always been me trying to win his approval. Hey Nathan, are you proud of me? No. Growing up. And so today I have to win this race. If I don't win his approval today, then it'll haunt me for another decade. So I've got one trick up my sleeve and I am going to show you what that is. Tuesday night crit. Welcome back to Turbo Velo, our weekly crit up here in Dallas, Texas, or right outside of Dallas, Richardson. This was a fun crit race. I actually struggled with how to make this video, how to be a little bit creative, because I didn't really perform very well and the plan didn't really work. But look, we won the race, so I have to make this race. Cadence won. Not from the plan, but my teammates pivoted perfectly to be able to take the cake. And that's what's important. It's such a dynamic sport to be able to take your plan, if it's not working out, to be able to pivot properly and execute. And I feel like that's what they did. We've got a lot to learn on executing our plan, but all of our Cat 3 team, they're strong racers. And so they're strong individual racers who can win races, and I think once we get the teamwork nailed down and the communication nailed down solidly, we are going to be a dominant team. Okay, enough of that. That was the first attack just a second ago. That was Chris Merle, the best locks in the peloton. He sends off the first flyer pretty early in the race, and that was what we were going to do. Him and I, and Max actually, we're going to play around on the front, do our fun counter-attack teamwork, and I love that. That's one of my favorite things about being on a team, is attacking, counter-attacking. So right here, he starts to get caught, and the best way to frustrate a peloton is to send another one right after they chase him down. And that's what I'm going to do right here. I'm going to come up the inside, shout to let him know. So there you go. I shouted to let them know that I'm coming up the inside. They move over. That was kind of a gamble, but it worked out, and I'm going to send another one. It wasn't the strongest attack, but look, we're still really early on in this race, and so I'm not fully committed to this. I just want it to continue to loosen up the field, shake them out a little bit. I mean, it's a big field. I think we started with 62 riders, and that's a big field for this course and for a Tuesday night. And so let's attack, counterattack, and whittle them down. And so that's what happened. I get caught pretty quickly there. I think that was only a half a lap, maybe a lap that I was off the front. Probably only a lap. But they chased me back, as they should. And so I am going to just settle back in. Let's get back to the front, or at least closer to the front after getting caught, and get ready for the next one. So that's what we're going to do here. A little while later, I am going to grab onto Davis Looney's wheel right here because he's so strong. I think he's stronger than I am. No, I know he's stronger than I am. So I'm going to get on his wheel. And he's going to go ahead and throw down a monster attack. But look, I think I followed this super well. Davis, I was stalking your Strava profile, and I think it said something like you laid down about 1,300 or 1,400 watts here on that attack, and I followed it pretty well, where I only had to put down 700 or 800. However, you sit up, and I don't understand why. Maybe we just didn't have enough separation. for your liking. So you completely sit up here. But look, we could have completely and totally ridden off into the sunset together. But that didn't happen. That's okay, but that was kind of disappointing. Anyway, my teammate, Chris, here we go. He's going to counter. Start riding off, as he should. That's perfect. That's perfect. Not too much longer. He's getting pulled back, and I'm going to send off the counter. This one I wanted to work a little bit harder at. I felt like that was a well-timed counter. I was in good position for it, so I send it. However, I did make sure to try to, I guess, govern myself here. A lot of times on these attacks, I just totally blow myself up in 30 seconds and to a minute to where, like, you know, I'm not going to be able to hold anything. And so I try to regulate myself a little bit more, hit a hard attack, and then settle back down closer to threshold or slightly above threshold. So that's what I do here. But I'm already hurting. I mean, that was hard. I think I get caught right here. And Bradbury's yelling at me for not having a cool rear-facing camera so he can see himself in the video. But there you go. There's the counter from Jose. And we will just continue to whittle down the field here. Okay, we are coming up 2 laps to go. This is where it kind of falls apart for me, and specifically the plan of the team. The plan of the team was Michel. Okay, look. Michel, he is second wheel here. He's supposed to be our sprinter. And I have lots of excuses on why I didn't perform the way I wanted to perform in this race, but let me tell you the one that's actually real.
Michel, get on the back.
Michel's getting married in 2 weeks to his beautiful bride, Tatiana. And a couple weeks before this race, he said that he wanted to be on the podium before the wedding. And so I'm like, dude, I am your man. I am going to get on the front at the end of this race, and I am going to hammer, and we're going to get you on that podium. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. Maybe I got on the front a little bit too early, but when I did, which is at around 2 laps to go, I start hammering, and when I'm ready to kind of elbow my team through, there's no one there. So, you know, maybe we need to work on organization on the front to help with that. But again, the plan may not have worked, but the pivot did. So sorry, Michel, didn't get you on that podium, and I blew myself up with 2 laps to go, or at 2 laps to go, just trying to keep it fast and strung out. But look at this. Look at this. We have 3 Cadence guys right in front of me. So 4 Cadence dudes. 5 Cadence guys right here. This is half a lap to go, coming down into the sprint. And all 5 of us are in actual good position. Unfortunately, my heart rate is 188 here. My max is 190. And totally blow myself up before this. So I wasn't any help in the sprint, but look, all of these dudes, they just ride away. And good on them. Cadence goes 1 and 3 in this race. Maximilian, Matthias, both juniors on the team, they take 1st and 3rd. That was really exciting to see. So good on them. That's the race, guys. A little disappointing that I didn't win for my brother. So those brother issues are gonna linger for a little while longer. So thanks a lot, everyone. But we'll catch you on the next one. Anyway, so I didn't win that race, and my brother was there, and he saw the whole thing. How embarrassing. So now he's never going to be proud of me, and for the next decade, I'm going to be searching for his approval. So that's really embarrassing and disappointing, but my team did win, which is really cool. So good job, Max and Matthias. Maybe that's some points right there with my brother, but if you have brother issues, go ahead and give me a follow and subscribe. Peace.